and live on the LI Sports Network. It's the final matchup of the night. It's Connetquot Sayville taking on Southampton, and welcome everyone. My name is Jack Ziskin. I will be taking you through our final call of tonight, and it should be a good one as we get two really solid teams in this freshman division. 2-4 Southampton and 3-3 Connetquot Sayville, so right in the thick of things, and should be a fun one here tonight. We need a starting lineup and starting goaltenders as soon as we can. Taking a look at the last few games. Both these squads, we have Southampton coming off a win. They defeated Ward Melville 5-2 on the 12th, and on the other side of the Connetquot Sayville team that has ripped off 3 straight wins, and that has been with one against Northport Huntington and another against Sachem and another against Ward Melville. Their last 3 games have been pretty good. Southampton's won 2 of their last 3. Connetquot Sayville has won their last 3, so it should be a fun one. 2 teams getting hot as the season progresses. Starting goaltenders for tonight going to be Scott Armuschwitz III. Armuschwitz, I believe. And he is in net for Southampton. Jake Degenfelder in goal for Connetquot Sayville. Looking at our leading scorers coming into tonight's matchup, Declan McNamee pacing all of Southampton. All scorers in tonight's game with 8 goals. Tyler Jones has 6 for Connetquot Sayville. Martin O'Sullivan 9 assists to 6 for Logan Dietz. And O'Sullivan 9 assists. That leads the team, also leads the team in points with 15. And that will bring us to our opening face-off. And off the draw, it's controlled by Southampton. Now Connetquot Sayville hitting the other way. Shot from the outside, that misses the cage. Puck comes up towards the point, and eventually it's turned over. Walking in, a shot, and that one is also wide. Now here comes Connetquot Sayville again. Shot, and that one blocked. That one is gloved. Face-off will come to the right of Degenfelder. Controlled by Connetquot Sayville. Less than a minute has elapsed in this hockey game. Stephen McCourt moving it up a wall, and now here they come. 2-on-1 developing to the back door, but the shot doesn't go. Cam Minardi now resetting to the point. That shot off the pads of Armuschwitz. Southampton regrouping. in transition. Pulls up, firing. That shot doesn't make it on goal. This team's still battling for it. Here's a turnover forced by Connetquot Sayville. They can't capitalize. 12:55 now remaining. Not much to write home about. A lot of shot attempts, not a lot of shots on goal. And this one's thrown towards the goal, and it's covered up right away by Armusewicz. 12:45 now remaining in this game. Final one of the night in the SCHSHL. Here it comes out of the zone. Southampton on the attack. Trying to make something happen here. T-Birds on the defensive, and they have a numbers advantage here tonight against this Southampton team that has a lot of talent, and finally making their return as that shot is gloved. Or rather, went over the glove of the netminder Degenfelder. Another chance, another shot, another save, Degenfelder. Been a long time since Southampton fielded at the varsity level. There were entire varsity players that actually have played 3 or 4 years since then. Puck comes to the point. That shot is well wide, and now still free. Both teams looking for the puck, and eventually Connetquot Sayville found it. It's T-Birds taking on the Whalers on a Saturday night, and now here comes the T-Birds. That shot is blocked off the stick of Hitman, excuse me. Puck is now steered towards the wall. Here comes Southampton. Poking that one across on the attack. Jack Mooney recovers it. He'll move right to left and loses footing too as we get a whistle and a penalty. And with 11:19 to go, they will now see extended power play for this. Southampton squad on the kill. Connetquot Sayville with the power play as we mentioned, and apologies, I just correct a couple things on the board. The penalty was to Grady Craig, 2 minutes for hooking. Now here comes Southampton on the attack. Lead pass. Here they come. Chasing after it was William Estrada. Puck in the corner. Comes towards the point, and Minardi throws it back in. This one thrown towards the front as well. So Southampton actually getting off to a better start on the PK than they did on 5-on-5. And now here's a chance, a shot, and they score! What a goal! William Estrada makes it 1-0 Southampton. That's his second of the year. A penalty kill goal. Short-handed, excuse me. Been a long night. This is game 3 of 3 for us here. For Paul Trentini, my producer, I'm Jack Ziskin. I'll be taking you through the call here tonight. It's 1-0, and right now, Connetquot Sayville giving up a short-handed goal to Southampton. Mateo Vergara had it there. Will give and go with the point. Estretta's goal assisted by Minardi. Both teams jockeying for it. Now here, Southampton forces it out. It's a foot race for the puck, and it's won by Jack Mooney. Southampton gets it back. Here comes Connetquot. Sayville. Play is broken up, but 13 seconds to go on this kill, and Southampton's look better on the penalty kill than they have at 5-on-5. They have just 10 skaters tonight. Now here comes Connetquot. Sayville to the outside. It was Ashton Petrie. Shot from the outside. Blocked. And then another chance, another shot. That one off the back of the net. Good stick lift in front. That was Merritt, Bistry, and Eptage, and had to really practice that one. Hope I got it right. Nice little work for Southampton. They're now heading up ice. Really solid skating team, and they enter here, but play was broken up, and Bistry and Eptage had to get involved now on the forecheck. Puck is now out in neutral. Correction, that was 1, not 4 on the forecheck now. Puck is forced outside, poked ahead, and now Southampton trying to get it up and out of the zone. A lot of fancy footwork here from Minardi, trying just to get it out, and now it's out. Here's a chance, wheeling off ice. Aiden D'Angelo dancing in, his shot turned aside. He was hit hard, ends up going into the wall, and no penalty on the play. Good, clean body contact. Now here comes Connetquot. Sayville, 3-on-2 if they hurry. 2-on-1 shot, and that one's turned aside by Armusewitz, excuse me. D'Angelo enters. The backhand now, looking towards the slot, wants the pass, can't find a backhand shot, and that's turned aside. Wanted the man right in front. That would have been Michael Kessler, but instead had to settle for the back door, ends up on the backhand, and Kessler in the dock. Face-off was won, but now a turnover in transition after Southampton gave it away. Here come the T-Birds on the attack. They lose it. Puck leaves the zone. They don't have possession. T-Birds recover. Ashton Petrie now. His older brother Mason's been with the T-Birds for quite a while. That puck comes out of the zone. They're going to go D to D here. That was McCourt moving it across. Second chance. Petrie loses his stick, loses the puck. Southampton will take it away. McCourt around the horn. Puck coming up the wall. Kevin Kretz couldn't get it. Connetquot Sayville to the slot. A shot. And that one was stopped. Musevitz with the stave there. Darting in that time. A good chance, but instead heading the other way. Petrie has to get back. 1-on-1 shot. And that one's stopped. Degenfelder. Back and forth we go on the LI Sports Network. Southampton forced to regroup off the draw. D'Angelo yet again. Southampton team with some size and some speed as D'Angelo got the entry but left the puck behind. Holding the line. Wanted the Salster pass, was looking for Merritt, Bistry, and Eptage. Didn't find her. Now circling. Turning and firing. That shot was blocked in front of the net. D'Angelo leaving that one for Merritt, Mystery, and Emtage, and she has to try and get back as that pass was well behind her, then she turns it over. Both teams now playing hot potato with the puck. Southampton has a 1-0 lead, and there hasn't been all that much to really talk about outside of that one tremendous goal, shorthanded, 5:15 now remaining. Chasing after it is Minardi. Run towards the net, it's covered, 5:05 remaining now. Off the draw, Connetquot, Sayville in transition. They got the zone entry, threw it towards the slot. Couldn't connect. T-Birds, second try, no good. But if you first you don't succeed, try again. That one's thrown to the front and didn't work. That one's thrown around the wall. Physical play in the corner. Connetquot, Sayville towards the slot. Can't connect. And we get a whistle and a penalty. 4:17 remaining. We're going back to the sin bin, and this time around it's going to be $17, so that's going to be Stefano McCourt. 2 goals here tonight, or 1 goal here tonight. William Estrella from Cam Minardi. Second penalty for Southampton. The first one seemed to agree with them, so this one for slashing after a hooking call, so maybe this time around they can double it up shorthanded. Off the draw, Southampton with possession. They got the clear. Connetquot, Sayville got the puck, and now we head the other way. And they score. You don't see that every day. That was an odd one from Jackson Volpe, and he finds the back of the net. That's his 4th of the season, and just like that, it's a 1-1 hockey game. So now it's a 1-1 hockey game. Southampton has possession off the face-off, and they're going to have to find a way to settle back into this game after that goal. Working this one D to D. And now here they come. Minardi cutting across, and it's offsides. 3:34 remaining. Volpe's goal assisted by Mooney. From my vantage point, that looks like a low shot. Just across his body and just off the far post and in. But if you don't throw it at the net, you never know what might go in it. Nonetheless, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Southampton pushing. Puck comes up out of the zone. They'll go D to D. They enter, but that pass is behind Craig. Now forced to re-enter. One fan shouts off. He was wrong, and the play will continue. Shot from the slot, and that one-timer that went pretty much nowhere near the net. Sounded loud. That was about the extent of it. Marley Magnato was chasing after that one, and here come the T-Birds. In transition, a shot, this time gobbled up by Arbmusovitz. .241 remaining. Face-off is won back and eventually controlled. Thrown around the wall. Wow, you know, that tried to go between the legs and lost the puck was Mistretta, I believe. Ended up taking himself out off the pass from Merritt, Bistry, and Emptage. You do not see that every day. It was either Kessler or Mistretta. Either way, it's now been recovered and play will continue. Here comes Connetquot Sayville, a shot, and they score! Another goal for Connetquot Sayville, and leading the line is 18 in white, Jack Mooney. He finds the back of the net. This is his third of the season, 6 points in 6 games. 2-1, Connetquot Sayville. The face-off is won forward. Southampton pressing, but unable to get it initially. Then they do. Coming in, Minardi shooting, and that one's turned aside. They hold it in against all odds at the line. Now here comes Minardi again. For him, trying to drag that one through. It's poked away. A good play for Degenfelder. Puck comes out of the zone now. Southampton, McCourt. Will be a D-to-D, flipping that one ahead. Minardi doesn't like what he sees, so he'll carry it beneath his own. Oh, pulls up just short of his own goal, and now he'll wheel up ice. Cutting back towards center, wanted the lead pass, wanted Grady Craig, but instead heading the other way. It's Connetquot Sayville. Can they make it 3 in a row? Mooney throws on the brakes. Puck comes across. He wanted Chase McManus. Instead, the puck ends up with the Whalers. They get it out of the zone. Connetquot Sayville pushing in transition. But instead, puck is recovered. Southampton going back and forth. Here come the Whalers, a chance, looking for the lead pass. They find it, but they find it too late, and it's off target, and with 40 seconds to go, that's icing. Just took too long there, and, you know, your freshman team, especially for Southampton, who's, you know, back in the league, you know, it's been a while for this program, reestablished, and, you know, now they're trying to rebuild, and, you know, you got a short bench. You got some talent, I'll say that. And they got to find a way to, you know, make those passes, make them a little quicker, and, you know, that's going to go a long way towards rebuilding this program into one that was, well, they had their heyday. Coming in, it's Mistretta. Pulls up, fires, and that one's turned aside. Rebound is loose. And it seems like Kessler's after it. Nearly cleared out, comes towards the point, held in at the line. Chipped back in, it was Harrington that comes back out. Here comes Connetquot Sayville. They enter, and we get a whistle for offsides. A 2-1 hockey game. We're here in the dying seconds of the first. For my producer, Paul Trentini, I'm Jack Ziskin, as we'll be taking you through this final call. And that'll do it for the first period. After one, it's 2-1. Southampton struck first, but Connetquot Sayville found the back of the net twice. Jackson Volpe from Jack Mooney, and then Mooney himself found the back of the net. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the start of this second period on the LI Sports Network. Start of this second period, long change for both squads. It'd be weird if only one of them had the long change. But right now, it's a 2-1 lead, 2 unanswered for Connetquot Sayville. The name of this game right now is Jack Mooney, an assist and a goal. Jackson Volpe opening up the first one. And now here comes Southampton in transition. Brady Craig on the forecheck, pinned along the wall, and it's taken away and sent down, but not going to be enough for icing. So here come the T-Birds. Shot from the outside, steered away. Puck comes towards the top of the left wing dot, but Logan Dietz couldn't hold it. Ends up back at the point. That one goes wide of the goal off the stick. I want to say that was Mooney. Another shot from the point. That one steered into the corner. Has to be recovered by Aiden D'Angelo. Under pressure, so he's going to backhand that one up the wall. Mooney says thank you very much. He throws that well wide of the goal as well. Here comes Kretz. He loses the foot race. It's Tyler Ferranti. Here's the shot, and it's gloved but not grasped, so it's poked into the corner. Ferranti on the rebound. Craig trying to get it. Can't. Southampton gets it up, gets it out of the zone. Trying to get to work in neutral, force a turnover. They'll get one off. Connetquot Sayville on the attack again. It's Volpe. He's already scored from an off angle once. They don't want to let it happen again, and we are just a minute 15 into this second period, and that one shot towards the net. Volpe in a battle with Merritt, Bistry, and Emptage, and ends up with Cam Minardi. Here he comes, carrying it in. Shot! And wow! Cam Minardi! The Whalers are tied at 2. 13-26. Southampton has new life in a new season for this organization. Face-off is won by Southampton. Off the wall, Minardi walking in, shooting it, passing it across, and that one ends up going wide. Both teams battling for it now. Minardi had 8 points coming into tonight. He now has 10. He has 8 goals as well. Here comes Connetquot Sayville trying to retake the lead, but instead it's Minardi taking away the puck. He dances through pressure, but can't maintain possession, trying to push that one up along the wall. Minardi's goal is unassisted, his first of the night. Had an assist as well, Mastretti. And now here comes Minardi again, dancing through, walking in, firing and scoring! Cam Minardi again! And just like that, it's 3-2. 12:45 to go in this second period. Cam Minardi taking the game into his hands. He didn't like the score, so he changed it. That's 2 goals in under a minute. If you want to be exact, it's 41 seconds. Hunter Harrington with the assist that time. Southampton on top. Face-off is won forward by Connetquot Sayville. Here they come. Can't maintain the zone. They're going to chip it back in. What a turn of events here at the rinks in Hauppauge. Jack Ziskin with you on the LI Sports Network. Don't forget to follow at LI Sports Network on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. We had a TikTok, then TikTok almost got banned. Been telling that joke once a broadcast for the last 5 hours now. Puck is thrown around the wall, and because of that, it's going to go all the way down, and we get a whistle, and it's icing. 12:07 now remaining. In this second stanza. Face-off coming to the left. Barm Musowitz. Now here it comes up and out of the zone. It's thrown towards the net. An eventful first few minutes of this second period. It's been the Cam Minardi show. But now Connetquot Sayville seemingly throwing everything on it, but they lose it there. Here comes Craig. He enters. Walks in. Loses it. Recovers. Tried to get to work on the cycle. It comes out. Wanted to move it all the way to the point. Instead, it's D'Angelo off the wall. Wanted Craig. Instead, it ends up with Mooney. He'll push in transition. One-on-one, pushes to the outside, looking towards the slot. That's deflected, ends up in the corner, recovered by Southampton. Here comes Cam Minardi. He scored 2 straight. If he scores a third, it won't just be a hat trick, it'll be a natural hat trick. 2 goals and 1 assist for the blue liner. Got pinned along the wall, it came out. Here comes Southampton in transition. Kessler finds Minardi. He had to glove that one down, pushes through one player, gets it on his backhand, but he one-handed it and couldn't settle it. Gonna chip this one back in. It was Marley Magnata. Puck will come now up and out, not out of the zone. It's held in initially, second time it comes out. Hunter Harrington couldn't hold the line. It was gloved down by Minardi, but settled by Connetquot Sayville. D to D, and away we go. Back up the ice for Southampton. Entering is Minardi. Gets to go on the outside behind the back pass. Try to get away, get to work on the cycle. Harrington couldn't find him, and now the puck ends up on the other end, chased by McCourt. Stefano McCourt has it. Cutting towards center, picking up speed. Here he comes. Down the right wing wall. Pulls up, throws on the brakes. The pass, the shot, the save! Degenfelder bails his team out. Now it's a 3-on-1 heading the other way. A pass across. No, it's broken up, and now, once again, Stefano McCourt. Here he comes. 3-on-2. His shot punched out and then given back to the netminder. A dangerous play by the captain, Mooney, for this Connetquot Sayville team. 9:31 now. It's a completely different game here in the second stanza after Connetquot Sayville dominated in the first. The long change favors Cam Minardi. He's got 2 goals here in this second stanza. Craig wins it back. Merritt, Bistry, and Epitich makes the D-to-D pass, nearly ends up being forced out of the zone. D'Angelo does a good job forcing it forward. Now here comes Craig. Along the right wing wall now in the corner, Southampton. That play was broken up. Dancing left to right. McManus behind the back. Craig says thank you very much. Picks up speed beneath his own goal. Looking up ice. Oh, dances away from one player. Dangling in. Trying to drop it off. Just didn't drop it off far enough. Aiden D'Angelo kept it in, but Connetquot Sayville's Ashton Petrie trying to reverse to the weak side. And there's a whistle and a penalty. We take a quick look at the box score. There have been 2, make it 3 penalties in this game. They have all gone against Southampton. This time the culprit is Grady Craig, his second of the game. He was called for hooking in the first period. Stefano McCourt was called for slashing, and now, with 8:38 remaining, put 2 more on the clock and put Southampton on the power play. Or excuse me, put Southampton on the kill. Call is holding against Craig. Face-off is won back by Connetquot Sayville. Pressure breaks that one up. Thrown up the wall, and that's going to go down all the way. That time, Hunter Harrington with the clear. Stretch pass, Connetquot Sayville. They have a 3-on-2. That pass is broken up. Harrington does a really good job using his stick to get in the passing lanes and interfere with this Connetquot Sayville team. He's really a rangy kid, as that one sent towards the front and ends up being reset to Mooney. He'll walk in across. And that one's turned aside by Armusowitz. That shot, and Armusowitz went down. That one went wide of his goal, and now resetting is Mooney yet again. Carrying it to his backhand, pushing back. And he's offsides. 7:30 remaining, 52 seconds, maybe 53. Math has never been my strong suit. I know that's actually reading, but not the point. Again, the call was holding. The face-off was won by Connetquot Sayville. Minardi, listed as a defenseman on this roster, has been playing forward here tonight. They actually list all their players as defensemen, though, Southampton. So that might explain it. Here's a turnover. Shot towards the goal, and it's kind of a floater as it got deflected. So that'll be a defensive zone draw. 35 seconds now remaining on this kill, and there's really not much else to say. If you can keep the other team hemmed in their own zone, that's better for you. Minardi ties it up, spinning, trying to get that one towards the goal. Can't. Here comes Connetquot Sayville. Minardi, the back checker, takes away the 3-on-3. Pulling up. Throws it across. Petrie, his shot goes wide of the cage. Southampton, Minardi racing after it. Mooney threw it up the boards. Minardi now battling for it along the wall. Wants to reset it. 7 seconds remaining on the kill. Can't settle it that time. The puck comes out of the zone. The penalty will expire. 2-on-1. Play is broken up nicely by Hunter Harrington. Didn't get possession the first time, does the second. He's definitely one of those kids. You can just tell the way he skates. And now a turnover. Here they come, Connetquot Sayville, but they can't settle it in time. That was Tyler Jones. Still has it. Moving right to left in the white jersey with the red and gold trim here tonight. Shot from Mooney from the point. That was blocked. Now poking at it is Minardi. Puck comes down beneath the goal line. Thrown towards Jones. Backhanded towards the slot. Turning, spinning, firing. And that one's turned aside by Musevitz. Up the wall. Minardi pokes it out. Forcing it free. Here's a chance. Can't get on sides. Here comes Craig now. Doesn't like what he sees in terms of passing. Now he does. Makes a pass. It hits his intended target, but it's left behind. Here's a breakaway attempt. But instead, it ends up going past Ferrati. And with 5:38 remaining, that is going to be a defensive zone draw to the right of Musevitz. Logan Dietz wins the draw, gets it back, pushes it forward, but it's forced back out towards the point. Walking in shot is redirected. That one careens off the glass. D'Angelo chips it off the wall too hard. That comes to the point. It's blocked. Poked away, looking for the lead pass. Can't find it. Here they come. Greg, his shot. It's loose. Connetquot Sayville recovers. Back and forth we go on the LI Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. D'Angelo playing a dangerous game there as he resets to himself off the wall and then throws it to the weak side. Just a little too fancy, and will they pay now? Connetquot Sayville to the front. Backhand shot. Musevitz bails them out. He might have wanted that first one back, but he's made some saves since then that have helped keep this Whalers team in it. Coaches for tonight's matchup. For Southampton, it's Brian Wish, Brendan Goldstein, and Jason Craig. On the other side, Stephen Ferrante, the head coach, along with Edward, Friars. Passes behind its intended target. Trying to force that one ahead. Minardi, here he comes. Tried to force his way through, he did. Stick to the corner by Degenfelder. Now both teams battling for it, held it at the line, stepped into one. That shot goes wide into the right wing corner. Stepping into one is McCourt now. That one goes across the slot, never makes it to the net. Minardi looking, finds the point, shot. That one's turned aside as well. Puck is now in the corner. Kessler had it, lost it, and here come the T-Birds. If they can hold on to it, they can't. Stefano McCourt in neutral. They come in transition. Connetquot Sayville settles it down. John Shura loses it. Gets it back, chips it in. Has some help, but instead it comes out of the zone. Here come the Whalers. 1-on-2, dancing through. Can't get the shot off. What a move. Still pushing. Shot towards the net, punched out. Rebound is free. Looking to throw that one towards the slot. Fast-paced hockey, not a ton of stoppages here in this second stanza. Gearing up for another attack run, it's Minardi. He's streaking down the ice, left and right, just making move after move after move to get to that net, like he's on a bombing run. Craig, through pressure. Fires, shot turned aside, rebound. Going to be corralled by Mistretta. Tried to force that across. Merritt, Bistry, and Emtage blows a tire, couldn't get that one. Now here comes Connetquot Sayville. That shot is up beneath the goal line, and what a break. But now Connetquot Sayville again, rebound, a chance! Armusevitz relieved that one didn't find its way past him. Comes Southampton. With the pass across. D'Angelo towards the net. That one's broken up well before it reaches its intended target. Thrown up and out of the zone. Petrie battling for it. Has it. Fires that one wide of the goal. Covered by Armusevitz. 2:27 now remaining in this second stanza. Back and forth we go. Correction, that was Chase McManus on the attack. Southampton rolling 2 lines, so if they win the draw, they're going to ladle this one out into neutral. Did they put too much on it? Here's a chance. Foot race. No. Degenfelder comes out, turning towards the slot. Here's a shot. It's well wide. Minardi now. Circling away from pressure, drops it off. Whalers pushing here. They want a third in this period. Shot towards the net. That one's kicked out. In the corner. Now beneath the goal and thrown towards the slot. It's deflected by Mooney. Towards the slot again. Still loose. Connetquot Sayville kicks it out. Comes out of the zone. Recovered by Hunter Harrington. He chips it off the wall. And now here's a chance. Connetquot Sayville on the breakaway. Coming in. Shot. Armusevitz makes the stop. He didn't know where that was, and neither did I. And now here come the Whalers. Ahead, Minardi. Poked off his stick. Thrown towards the front by Kretz. Gonna reset. Try and work it around. Slap shot. That one off the end boards. Can't settle it. Tried throwing that to the net. They do. Another chance. That one's turned aside as well. Southampton pushing. They survived the breakaway attempt. A good chance for Logan Arnold. Here comes McCourt. Comes around the wall. Kretz, he's going to have to hold it in. Just 1 minute remaining in an exciting second period here at the rinks in Hauppauge. Puck comes out of the zone and now regrouping once again. Stefano McCourt. Man, the Southampton team's fun to watch, and they're really making things happen out there right now. T-Birds just trying to get off their heels. Puck comes out of the zone. Lone fire. Here's a chance for Connetquot Sayville. We get a whistle, and it looks like we're getting a too many men on the ice penalty. So we'll see who serves it, but as it stands, that would be the first. And it'll be Ferrante, Tyler Ferrante serving at 28 and white. So with 31 seconds remaining in this period, we'll round up to 32 on the clock. 2 minutes to go. Power play coming up for Southampton. Craig in the circle. There's a too many men on the ice penalty. Southampton now trying to push towards the goal. Ashton Petrie moving it across and now pulling back up, firing that one. It's gloved down at the line. Here he comes, D'Angelo across. One-timer redirected, but it stays in play off the glass. Now comes up the wall. Held in. Southampton spinning away, Harrington, and that'll do it for the period. 1:28 on the clock when we come back. It's a 3-2 hockey game. Southampton has it all under control at this moment. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the LI Sports Network. Start of the third period on the LI Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. And tonight, Saturday night, the final game here for us. For Paul Trentini, I am Jack Ziskan taking you through the call here tonight. Off the wall and away we go. Southampton, Minardi throws it ahead, trying to make the connection, but D'Angelo couldn't settle it. It's going to be ripped down the ice, batted down by Harrington, and Southampton will reset. A lot of speed with this Whalers team as Craig with the escape turn. And that pass goes awry and forced to reset. It's turned over. Here comes Jones, skating right to left. And that one goes into the bench. Draw is won by Connetquot Sayville, but they can't push forward. And here comes, who else but Minardi, dangling through a shot, and that's off the outside of the goal. Play will continue. T-Birds get the clear. Thrown ahead. Shot from the outside, kicked out, off the pad. Southampton still has some time left on this power play. They're going to use it. Setting up shop around the top of the zone. 14 seconds to go. Turnover forced by Connetquot Sayville. They'll get the clear, send it all the way down. That'll pretty much do it for this power play. 4, 3, 2, 1. Penalty releases for too many men, but Southampton still trying to strike forehand. Backhand, no! Play is broken up by the T-Birds. They're on their heels, and they're trying to find their way back to their toes. I'm the only one who ever tried to say it that way, and I already regret it. T-Birds throwing this one in. On the chase, it's Ferrati. Rush out of the box, serving that too many men penalty. Craig tried to get a little too fancy with it, but recovered by Southampton, pushing into the zone. It's Kessler throwing it towards the slot. Recovered. The Whalers looking for a pass across. Harrington walks in, firing a shot, and they score! He points at the man who found it, William Mastretta, his second of the night from Harrington. It's 4-2 Southampton. Fakes the shot, makes the pass across, and with 12:37 remaining, it's 3 unanswered for Southampton. They got to the long change, they picked up the pace, and they haven't slowed down since. Face off one forward. That's the only way it seems Southampton has been going since really the start of the second period. And now here's a chance for the T-Birds. Pulling away from pressure, it's McManus. Looks across. Nice stretch pass. Trevor Donnelly, his shot, they score! The redirect goal! And just like that, it's 4-3, 12-12 now remaining. What a goal for the T-Birds. Nate Tanzi redirecting the shot from Trevor Donnelly. Chase McManus picks up an assist, and the T-Birds won't go quietly into the night. They're back on their toes. Tanzi leaves it behind. Merritt, Bistry, and Emtage helping to break that one up. Thrown across. A turnover. Nearly disastrous. Harrington rescues it. Looking for the give and go. Had a head full of steam, but couldn't connect. And now here they come on the attack. Taken the other way. Carried to the outside, thrown towards the slot, and that one they couldn't connect again. Mooney now. Forced the outside, looking to cut back in. Fires a shot, that's gloved, then left. Musevets had been really stellar in the second, but they finally beat him with the redirect. And now Southampton. All fun and games when you're just scoring left and right, but now they have to add a little bit of cushion here. Taken down on the play was Minardi. We mentioned him at the top of the show, but no Martin O'Sullivan here today for the Southampton team. He was their leading scorer coming into this one. No Evan Goldstein as well, so there is some missing firepower. That's neither here nor there. At this point, it's about who you have and who you have to win with. Off the end boards, Minardi curling away from pressure, throwing it up to the point. Give and go with D'Angelo. Southampton under pressure. That play is broken up, but then Petrie, Minardi to the corner, and Kessler's going to have to chase that one down. Harrington now trying to hold this one in. T-Birds, they're on their toes again. Have a chance at an odd man rush, but the back check takes that away. But to the outside, pulling and firing, and that one goes wide. Southampton can't get to that one. 9:45 now remaining. Harrington tried to force that one up the strong side wall, and initially broken up, comes to the point. That shot is blocked. Long stretch pass, and here they come. Poked off the stick. Now under pressure from Petrie. Minardi towards the slot. That one was broken up as well. Here come the T-Birds again. One-on-one. McCourt trying to keep McManus to the outside. He does. That one's turned aside. Solid save by Musevets. Comes out to the point. Pushing, and it's free. Mooney will now reset. It's a one-goal game, but T-Birds looking to strike. That one's thrown across, or attempted to throw that one across, but comes up, out of the zone. Whalers just trying to will that one through. Heading the other way. Jones ahead. Ends up in the skates of John Shura, and now out of the zone. Foot race for it. Poking it ahead. Shielding. Dropping it off. Shot. No! D'Angelo had a chance to retake the 2-goal lead on the drop pass. That one comes all the way across slot. Second chance. Loses it. And a little bit of physical play. T-Birds now looking for a breakaway of their own. One-on-one. McCourt taking it away. Forced to the outside was Nicholas Fielding. Now the Whalers, second attempt, coming in. pulling up, firing right into the feet of Donnelly. Whipped around the wall. Now beneath the goal line, both teams battling for it. D'Angelo can't get to it. Held in at the right wing half wall. Chipped back into the corner. Comes Mack towards Mistretta to the front. A shot. No. Rebound. No. The T-Birds survive. Still pressing. D'Angelo looking for the pass. That one was deflected. Puck recovered. Held in momentarily, but not for long. Fire down. Not enough on that for icing, and now it will be picked up by McCourt. Back up the wall. Ahead. 2-on-2. Shot. That one's turned aside. The clock is running and time is technically on the Whalers' side as that one's redirected. Rebound is free. We hit the 7-minute mark. Spinning away from pressure. Minardi still wants the hat-trick, but he wants to win more. Whalers to the front. That one's redirected. Ends up in the corner. T-Birds firing that one out, but it's rolling towards the goal, so it's a foot race. Great effort from Patrick Hintman, but it ends up with the Whalers. Stretch pass. Minardi turning away from pressure, and you can just tell just the way he tries to play the game. You can tell he watched a lot of Matt Barzal growing up, and now dangling through forehand shot, and that one's turned aside. We get another whistle and a stoppage. Seems like every kid on Long Island these days. It used to be all about watching Barzal. You know, all the escapes, all the just throwing on the brakes, the circling of the zone, constant. And even if you're a Rangers fan, there's nothing wrong with that, because to be honest with you, Connor Bedard copied a lot of what Matt Barzal did when he first came into the league. Only he has just an unbelievable shot. But, you know, you just see it with the way they circle the zone. It's constant. It's never ending. And it's what has made Southampton really able to survive only having 10 guys. Because even though they have 10 guys, those 10 guys are always moving. You get less tired when you bend your knees. It's true. Coach wasn't lying to you. Kessler whipping that one around the wall, but the T-Birds, they have numbers, they have bodies. Now they're really starting to pick up the pace, just that slow, structured hockey that this organization has played. If Southampton wants to copy Matt Barzal, Connetquot Sayville has been trying to copy Barry Trotz since before he coached the Islanders. Here they come to the weak side, walking in, shot! No. Harrington's going to pick that one up. A good chance for Volpe. Has some support. Puck is now out of the zone. Here they come. Minardi pulls up towards the center. Fires. Shot kicked out, and T-Birds escorting that away from danger was Ashton Petrie, but a turnover forced by D'Angelo. He'll spin away from pressure in the corner. Looking towards the slot. Wants the shot. Won't find it. Continues to press and try to force it in there, but that'll end up with the T-Birds taking possession, and now Grady Craig. As the T-Birds go for a partial change, he strikes down the middle. Gets tripped up. That's a penalty. It's going to go against Ashton Petrie, and 2 minutes on the clock. That'll put Southampton in an advantageous position as they try to close out this win. That's a key player to lose to the box. We have 4:46 on the clock. This will take it down to 2:26, so barring a shorthanded goal, there's not a lot of time for the T-Birds to work with in this one that's going down to the wire. Face-off is won by Minardi, comes to the point. Little give and go. No, Harrington turns it over. Here's a chance for the T-Birds. It's not just a breakaway. Coming in, forehand, backhand, loses the handle. Ashton Petrie's tripping minor, and then we get a whistle and a penalty. Or no, that's off. Near disaster off the draw. Scrambling to fix it. 4:28 remaining now in this period. 1:42 remaining on the power play. Face-off will come to the right of Aram Yusevitz. You can hear him just whack the butt end of his paddle right against his pad. keeps doing it, actually. He's locked in right now. That one's flipped ahead to Minardi. He settles the rolling puck, dances through. The support, and another chance. Second chance, no. Whalers looking for it. Just trying to make something happen. Trying to force that one through. It just doesn't work. Then they throw it off the pad. Stefano McCourt holds it in. Was under pressure from Volpe. Now Minardi. He shoots off the back of the net. Recovers. A minute remaining on this tripping minor. The Whalers really need one here just to secure this. Make it a 2-goal deficit with 2:26 to go. It's thrown up towards the point. Held in nicely. Walking the line. Spinning away from pressure. Craig walks in. Makes his move. Keeps going. Shot. That one's turned aside. Thrown out, but not out of the zone. Thrown again towards the front. That one's punched out. McCourt pinching in. Can he hold it? No. And now here come the T-Birds. 2-on-2. Good support. Gonna have to pick it up there as it's a blown tire by D'Angelo. He's in some discomfort, it looks like, and I think he's gonna be looking for a change as soon as possible. It's still a power play. 20 seconds remaining, 3:05 in the period. Looking for the stretch pass. Here they come. 2-on-1. Now beneath the goal line. 8 seconds remaining. Possession is key. Even if this goes all the way down, that's gonna do it for the power play. 2:47 remaining. We're all even. Southampton with possession, and they might just want to give it to Cam Minardi and tell him to skate it around in circles for 2 minutes, because that might be what they have to do. Here they come, Mastretti. The outside of Donnelly. His pass broken up by Donnelly. They're just going to throw this one around the net. Coming out towards the point, McCourt eyeing the pass as that one's thrown towards center. Play is broken up nicely, but puck comes out of the zone anyway. Some nice support. Now back in they go. Trying to dangle through. That play was broken up. Nice move by Kessler, but a little too fancy at this point. Connetquot Sayville has been playing blue-collar hockey and finding ways to win games for the last decade in this league. It doesn't matter what level you look at, and right now they're trying to do that here tonight. Under 2 minutes remaining, puck comes to the point. Volpe trying to dance through one player and then another, but puck instead ends up coming up and out. Oh, and here's a chance. Partial breakaway. Thrown down to the ice. No call on the play. Sent the length. No icing either. Merritt, Bistry, and Emtich. I believe that's it. Actually, might be. Craig can't tell. Had a bit of a issue with my board now. 1:18 remaining. T-Birds in their own zone. Puck comes out of the zone. Or nearly comes out of the zone, I should say. Held in, dancing. Looking, firing. That one off the glass. Comes back out towards the point, out of the zone. Here they come. Play's broken up. Turned over. Coming in, shot. Turned aside, a golden opportunity. We get a whistle here. There's a call on the play. Timeout. To the box goes Craig. .48.2. 2 minutes on the clock, and if there's any luck for Southampton, Craig will not exit that box until it's over. There really isn't much to say for now if you're Southampton. You just want to make sure you don't give up one here. There really isn't anything else. You know, your coach is going to tell you to play discipline. He's going to tell you to play hard. He's going to tell you to play structure. The truth is you want to win that draw and you want to get it out as fast as you can. That's really the only defense. They're going to keep their goalie in for now. That means that they're just trying to make sure they win the draw beforehand. That's Degenfelder in goal. Or Degenfelder who's in goal, excuse me. Again, there's 5 on the ice. That's because they want to make sure they win the faceoff. In the draw, it's Tyler Jones for Connetquot Sayville. Game is on his stick right now, and he has to win it. But instead, Southampton throwing it up the wall. They need to maintain possession long enough to get their goaltender out. Walking into the slot, a shot, and that one ends up. Puck comes up the wall, fired towards the empty net. Ends up wide. Play will continue. Here come the T-Birds. In transition, thought that was fired from the wrong side of the red line. As of now, does not appear to be the case. Not much time remaining as Southampton just throws this one around the wall. Across. Loses track of the puck. Shot. Ends up careening off the glass again. That's it! Southampton survives. Degenfelder was pulled, but instead, Scott Armusovitz and Southampton escapes with the win. 2 goals apiece for Cam Minardi and Grady Craig. Excuse me, not Grady Craig. William Mistretta with 2 goals. Cam Minardi with 2 goals and an assist. And Scott Armusovitz allows 3 goals in the win. A back and forth battle. It went down to the wire, but at the end of the day, Southampton survives. They move to 3-4. Connetquot Sayville falls 3-4. You've been watching Suffolk County High School Hockey League action on Saturday night on the LI Sports Network, your home for all SCHSHL action. Don't forget to follow us at LI Sports Network on Instagram and Facebook to catch up on last night's best, which is the best highlights from around the league on any given night. And here tonight, we've seen a lot of great highlights from both squads. For my producer, Paul Trentini, my name is Jack Ziskin. Thank you so much for watching on the LI Sports Network. Have a good night, everyone. And that's all. Good night.